Just wanted to share the chart setup that I've been using the past week. I'm calling it the Super Scalper chart setup. It's got all the latest and greatest MMT indicators in it. I've got my 5-minute NQ chart that's straight out of the Ultimate Flow chart setup. I got the key levels, the extra levels, the 50-50 for all my support and resistance levels. Then I've got the flow stack on here showing me the delta for the NQ and the ES 5-minute time frame. I've got the MMT polarity giving me washout signals on both the 5-minute and the 1-minute charts. Then I've also got the new tick trader running in the background on the 5-minute chart. See, I've got the tick speed divergence, orange arrows, and then I've got the tick speed collapse with the white arrows. Here's a tick speed collapse signal right here on this nice 5-minute candle with the big bottom wick, point of control down of the wick, wicking right off of the S2 pivot. I definitely hopped in on that long this morning. I have not been making any of the morning trade videos, and it's actually been amazing. I've really been enjoying just trading and not having to explain every single thing that I'm doing. I've also been copy trading a bit differently, and that's been going very well. I stopped copy trading all the accounts together, and I'm just moving around and trading different accounts during the day. And that actually takes off a ton of stress, even though I'm just trading the micros. When I've got every single account on the line, I just noticed that that was affecting some of my trading decisions. So breaking it up and not trading them all at once, I just feel a lot more free, able to trade with a little bit less stress. On the 60-minute chart, I've got the Super Doodle. I actually used this the other night. Clicked on the audio line button, popped on an audio line. You see it appears on the other charts as well. I was winding down for the evening and I wanted to do some yoga, but I also wanted to know if price came up and touched VWAP. So I set this line up right near VWAP. That way, if price would have come up to VWAP and touched this audio line, I would have got an audio alert, and then I could have got up and got into a potential trade. So this is already coming in handy. Then if I want to get rid of this, just one click and it's gone. I've got the Greek profile in Delta profile mode on the 60-minute chart, in a very stripped down version of the key levels, just showing me some basic levels that I can look back and see previous day levels. And then on the 1-minute chart, I've got the new Fibonacci rolling bands from the MMT rolling ratio indicator. I've got this set to a 20-bar look back. Since I love the 20-period SMA, I've been rocking the 20-period Fibonacci bands. This has actually been really helpful too. I've got all my usual key levels over here on the 5-minute, and then on the 1-minute chart, I'm just focused on the ultimate wave delta, some of my favorite divergence and reversal signals, and then checking out these Fibonacci bands. This light blue arrow, this is a Fibonacci signal. This candle came down and went past the previous candle's Fibonacci level 1 extension band. Then we got a nice pop back up to the golden ratio line, eventually the 50% line. Just kind of hung out in this golden ratio zone. I've got 2 signals from the ultimate wave on this chart and 2 signals from the tick trader on the chart. And then I've got the ultimate wave painting the candles, but I've also got the tick trader painting the inside of the candles. When I get a tick speed threshold exceeded, I get the pink or the blue inside of the candles. So that way I can monitor tick speed thresholds, and I can monitor the delta waves from the ultimate wave. And I've got all these signals to help me make potential trading decisions, and all these different key levels for potential areas of reversals or targets. This big, thick gold line on the 5-minute chart, this is the 4-period SMA plotted as a horizontal line. So the 4-period SMA on the 5-minute, 4 times 5, that equals the 20 SMA on the 1-minute, which is my favorite moving average, the 20 SMA on the 1-minute. So this line just moves up and down and lets me know where the 20-period SMA is on the 1-minute. That way I can just focus on the Fibonacci bands, my signals, the candle colors, and then use my 5-minute chart for most of my support and resistance. And then also looking over at the Greek profile for previous areas of strong selling or buying, or just previous areas of strong interest in general. This is the price action from this morning. We popped up and got a rolling ratio signal, this light pink arrow. Price popped up above the previous bar's level 1 Fibonacci extension. We got the notice of a potential reversal. Very nice move down there right away. So on the 1-minute chart, I've got the tick speed collapse as black. The divergence is still orange. I should probably make these the same color so I don't get confused. Then on the ultimate wave, the fading signals are white and the divergence signals are a bright blue or a bright pink. So we got a tick speed collapse here, but I'm just looking at the sheer veracity of this candle. Very nice full body candle to the downside. We've got negative delta picking up on the ultimate wave. Even on this candle, we've got the tick speed threshold being exceeded. Delta still picking up, but then we get another tick collapse here. Check it out, we got point of control down in the bottom wick. And also right at this point at 9:36, we are right on this 5-minute candle. There was a washout signal intrabar, and we are bumping up against S2 pivot. So a couple signals building up in a row. Point of control down in the wick, right near a key level. Nice potential long there. Here we're wicking off the golden ratio line. Point of control up into the wick. Nice little move down. So check out this delta wave on the ultimate wave. Pretty strong peak here. Then as we're coming back up into this golden ratio zone, check out the ultimate wave here. Way smaller. So as we're coming up, this wave is not exceeding the previous wave, and we start drifting lower. Much lower. Then as we're coming down around 9:55 here, we get some ultimate wave divergence, and we get some tick trader divergence. Then the ultimate wave candles turn green. We get some more divergence. We've got a tick speed threshold. There's a light blue center to this candle to the upside. The negative delta is almost completely gone. We get a nice pop back up to the golden ratio zone. So let me show you the settings here for the 1-minute chart. I've got the new upgraded version of the rolling ratio, which is currently only $34 at the time of this video. 34 is a Fibonacci number. I've got the bar ratio levels activated, bar look back period of 20. I'm not using the previous session Fibonacci extension lines. I do have the rolling ratio reversal signals activated. Price hits level number 1. Then I am using this on price change, so it will produce a lot more signals than are currently on the chart when you're using that live in real time. If you want to know what it would look like historically accurate, just use on bar close. I like seeing it on price change just to give me a heads up. I'm never taking a signal just because a signal appears. I'm always factoring in a lot of different things before I get into a trade. Here's the new MMT tick trader. I've got it painting the bars, not the outline. I'm not showing the percent tick numbers. I'm not showing the tick speed numbers. I'm not showing the tick speed signals. The candle colors are showing me when these thresholds are being exceeded. Right now I am currently using the percent threshold with a percentage of 20. So I do have the tick speed collapse signals activated. Collapse look back of 20. Collapse percent is 25. I'm going to change these to white to match the 5-minute chart. Tick speed divergence. Look back of 50, overbought 85, oversold 90. If you want some stronger tick speed divergence signals, you could bump the divergence look back up to 200, or you could bump up the overbought to 90, oversold to 10, or even 95 and 5. All kinds of different options. I've got this set to calculate on bar close. I've also got the new MMT ultimate wave on the chart. I've got the divergence signals activated, look back period of 200, overbought 90, oversold 10. Got the fading signals on here, 4 bars minimum before the fade. I'm going to change these to black. I do not have the ultimate wave on the 5-minute chart. I'm just using it on the 1-minute chart. Got the histogram divergence off. No secondary instruments activated. I'm just measuring the delta from the NQ. Wave look back of 5. These are all default settings. I've got the polarity on the chart. These are the same settings for both the 1-minute and the 5-minute. Got the stronger washout signals with 20, 20, 2, and 2 for the settings. Got the final countdown on the chart. I've got the sound alert activated. It's letting me know 10 seconds before the close of every 1-minute candle, which I am finding very helpful. Then I make sure and pay attention every time a 1-minute candle is about to close, so I can pay attention to that, make some good trading decisions. On the 5-minute, I've got a 30-second alert enabled. That way they're not firing off at the same time. Got the market maker on the charts, giving me these chart buttons so I can easily get into market orders right on the chart there. Then I've got the ultimate POC. It is not on top of the candle, so the POC just pops out when it's up in the wicks. For the 5-minute chart, got the final countdown on the chart. There's my 30-second alert before every 5-minute candle closes. Very helpful. Got the ultimate VWAP on the chart, showing me the current session VWAP and also 3 sessions worth of previous session VWAP closes. Got the 20-period SMA, the 50-period SMA. I got the key levels, got the extra levels, got the 50-50, got the built-in pivots. I've got the tick trader on the chart, same settings as the 1 minute. I'm just using the tick speed collapse and tick speed divergence signals, nothing else. I do not have the candle colors activated. On this chart, the candles are being painted by the flow stack. Got the polarity with the same washout settings. I'm not using any of the amazing stacked imbalance signals, which you should definitely check out if you've got this indicator. For the flow stack, I've got the delta thresholds set at 0 for the NQ and 0 for instrument number 2, which is the ES. I've got the delta numbers above the candles. I've got my secondary instrument of the ES 5-minute on this NQ 5-minute chart. So I'm seeing the delta for the NQ and the ES 5-minute charts. The only signal condition that I'm using is the delta number threshold, nothing else. So when both of these deltas are negative, I get the red candles, and it will continue that way until both numbers turn positive. Then the candles turn green, and will continue that way until both instruments are negative. I've got some special new signal conditions. This is a little sneak preview. I'm going to be putting out a video about this soon. It is not available yet, but almost. I've added a special ATR increase signal condition, as well as RSI and stochastic overbought oversold. So you will be able to use these signal conditions, and just like every other signal condition, it's going to be looking across whatever instruments that you have enabled and looking for these conditions to be true across all instruments. I'm not using the signal arrows on the 5-minute chart for the flow stack, I'm just using the trend color bars and outline. Got the ultimate POC on the chart, same settings. And then I guess I've got 2 SMAs, there's only supposed to be 1. So I've got the SMA period of 4, which translates to a 20-period SMA on a 1-minute chart. And then down here on the plots, I've thickened this up to a 6. And for the plot style, horizontal line. That's going to keep this plotting right across the chart there. It's not going to look like a moving average. This horizontal line is just going to keep moving every bar close. And then for the 60-minute chart, I've got the Greek profile in delta profile mode, got a 20-period SMA, got a very stripped down version of the MMT key levels with most of the features turned off. I've got the built-in pivots. Then I've also got the MMT super doodle, which is invisible because I deleted the label down here. But I'm just using this with default settings. It's showing me the line button and the audio line button. There's also a range option, which I have deactivated. So this is the latest and greatest chart workspace setup that I've been using. I'll probably release some templates at some point after I play around with it for a while longer. But I just wanted to share what I was up to lately, show you all the settings in case you wanted to try out some of this yourselves. I always highly encourage everyone to play around with all the settings, different combinations. Find something that really feels like it gives you an edge in your own personal trading for the instruments and the time frames that you like to trade. There are links to all of the MMT indicators in the description. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Anyone that's out there using code MonkeyMan at Lucid, Take Profit Trader, Tradeify, you're the best. Thanks so much for your support. I wish you best of luck in your trading. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.